If I was a rock star, I'd build a psychedelic house with a funky shower called the Dragon's Egg for me and all my guests. I guess what I'm saying is, it'd probably look a lot like our next home. Rock out. Are you a fan of psychedelic rock? If you are, you may know Wayne Coyne, lead singer of the band The Flaming Lips. He's famous for his unconventional music and unique interaction with fans when he's on stage. We caught up with Wayne at the place he calls home, offstage.
Hello, well, you're here. I'm Wayne, and welcome to this great Flaming Lips house.
For Wayne, home sweet home is Oklahoma City, where in 1992, Wayne and his wife purchased the original house for 20 grand, in the same neighborhood he grew up in.
At the time that we moved in, it was a pretty hazardous area of Oklahoma City. But this collective idea of what Oklahoma is, I think, is a really powerful part of our identity. I don't want to go to LA. I don't want to go to New York. I want to stay here.
Welcome to the Flaming Lips compound. 3 houses, a recording studio, equipment storage, and staff offices on 2 acres with 3 peacocks and Daisy the watchdog.
When we were signed to Warner Brothers, I want to get this giant house that we could all live in and record in and not worry about where we're going to stay all the time. It was a way to say, at the end of the day, we know that this would be a safe, untouchable place.
The front door has geode rocks carved in and sets the overall Oklahoma deco style.
We've had this master woodwork guy. He's done every door in the house by now. That was sort of the dream, that we would have virtually every door here would have this thing in it. So now when you walk in the front door, it looks, it feels like, oh my God, we're walking into art.
The living room is decorated with paintings from local artists, and he has a custom theme for each chair.
These are very Flaming Lips symbols. We have the skull that represents death. We have the star to remember that we're all made from the stars. We have a moth. And it's just a great structure. And sometimes we sit in here and we all debate the great meanings of life.
Wayne preserved much of the original kitchen.
So we are coming into this marvelous kitchen, and it's designed to be such a perfectly useful kitchen. The absurd thing is this gigantic, robotic insect light. Look, it's insane. Yeah.
I love a good light show. Now enter Wayne's favorite room in the house. His original garage expanded and turned into a large living room.
And so now we enter into kind of the new lounging space. You can obviously see 2 extraordinary things. One is obvious, the floor, this crazy design. And then we have this little spot that's kind of designed like a teleportation, area where, if maybe someday you'll stand here and you'll be beamed up into outer space.
Outer space? You bet. The master bedroom suite is from another universe.
Now we come into this, I think, looks like an exotic hotel room that you would stay in maybe in the Antarctica. Sometimes during the summer, we'll turn up the air conditioning so much that it's cold enough in here that we'll light a fire, because it's always fun to lay by a fire. Underneath this floating fireplace, you'll see this very well done, very meticulous mosaic of a I think it's kind of a laughing skull.
From the bedroom, enter the master bath through a portico tiled with thousands of tiny mirrors.
It's a very strange entryway into a very weird shower bath complex. We have our own sinks here, and I can do my stuff on my side, and she gets to do her stuff on her side.
From the double sinks with the unusual placement of knobs, we enter the weirdest room yet. The inside looks like an igloo with its white circular tiles and multiple shower heads.
This is a sunken bath, laying there with jets of water shooting all around you in crazy lights. Or you can stand in here under a shower, both of us at the same time, or sometimes there's a bunch of people in here at the same time.
And if group showers aren't weird enough, see what it looks like from the outside. It's a silver dome attached to the house, covered with thousands of mirrored mosaics. Hence the name, the Dragon's Egg. And you can't say you've seen a rock star's house without seeing his studio.
All right. Well, this is Pink Floor Studios, and we call it Pink Floor. Maybe it's not obvious to you right now, but it will be because it has a pink rubber floor. It's full of what I think is mostly sort of broken, weird equipment. Most studios you would go into probably would want to have every variety of everything working perfectly, but we don't really like that. We like that you would come here and you'd play an instrument that would sound like no other instrument you'll ever play. You know, if you're in a studio, you have to have a refrigerator. Oh, look at that. There's some of the blood records that we made. That is a combination of all these people on the front, all their blood combined, and we made 10 records that have real blood in them. The way that the Flaming Lips are a group, you know, we're a self-made, we're kind of a freaky group.
And every freaky band needs a strange home. That's Wayne's World, and it rocks.